Everyone has heard the same story. Denmark is the happiest country in the world. But happiness here comes with some surprising trade-offs. People willingly pay some of the world's highest taxes. Winters are long and dark. Success is often measured by fitting in, not standing out. So why do millions of Danes still say they wouldn't live anywhere else? Because the real secret of Denmark isn't something you'll find on a postcard. Today, we're uncovering the hidden world behind Europe's happiest nation. If you look at a map of Europe, Denmark almost seems too small to matter. It has no towering mountain ranges, no vast forests, and no dramatic natural wonders that dominate travel brochures. Instead, it is a country made up of more than 400 islands and a gentle peninsula stretching into the cold waters between the North Sea and the Baltic Sea. For thousands of years, the sea has never separated the Danes. It has connected them. Fishing villages became trading ports, and trading ports grew into thriving cities. The coastline, stretching over 7,000 kilometers, ensured that no community was ever truly far from the water. The ocean wasn't an obstacle to overcome. It became the country's greatest highway. Denmark's landscape also shaped a different way of thinking. With fertile farmland instead of rugged mountains, cooperation became more valuable than competition. Communities depended on one another to cultivate the land, survive harsh winters, and share limited resources. Over generations, trust wasn't simply encouraged, it became essential. Even today, that quiet relationship with nature is everywhere. Wind turbines rise above open fields, bicycles outnumber cars in many city centers, and the rhythm of daily life follows a pace that feels surprisingly calm for one of Europe's most developed nations. This peaceful landscape may appear ordinary at first glance, yet it created a society where stability became more important than speed, and where people learned that prosperity grows strongest when it is shared. But Denmark wasn't always a peaceful kingdom. Long before it became famous for happiness and equality, this quiet land produced some of the most feared warriors Europe had ever known, and their legacy is still hidden beneath the surface. Because before Denmark became one of the world's most peaceful nations, it was home to people who changed the course of European history. More than 1,000 years ago, the people who lived along Denmark's shores were known for something very different from happiness. They were the Vikings. From these quiet coastlines, long ships sailed across the North Atlantic, reaching England, France, Iceland, and even North America centuries before Columbus. To much of Europe, the Danes were feared as fierce warriors and relentless raiders, but that reputation tells only half the story. The Vikings were also skilled shipbuilders, explorers, merchants, and settlers. Their remarkable ability to navigate open seas connected distant cultures and laid the foundations for trade networks that stretched across Europe. The sea that once carried warriors would eventually carry ideas, commerce, and prosperity. As centuries passed, Denmark gradually transformed. The age of conquest gave way to kingdoms, laws, and institutions. Instead of expanding through force, the country began investing in something far more enduring: its people. This long evolution shaped one of Denmark's greatest strengths today: trust. People trust their neighbors, trust public institutions, and trust that everyone should contribute fairly to society. That level of confidence didn't appear overnight. It was built over generations through shared responsibility and stable governance. The contrast is remarkable. A land once associated with Viking raids is now known for peace, cooperation, and one of the world's strongest social systems. But history alone doesn't explain modern Denmark. The real question is how these values shape everyday life today, and why millions of Danes willingly accept sacrifices that many people elsewhere would never consider. If you're enjoying this journey through Hidden Europe, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Hidden Worlds for more stories that go beyond the guidebooks. Because next, we'll discover the biggest paradox of modern Denmark, why people willingly pay some of the highest taxes in the world and still believe they're getting one of the best deals on earth. For many people, Denmark is famous for one number above all else: taxes. Income taxes are among the highest in the world, and nearly every purchase includes a 25% value-added tax. To outsiders, it sounds like a system few would willingly accept. Yet most Danes see it differently. Instead of asking, "How much tax am I paying?" many ask, "What am I getting in return?" Healthcare is available to everyone. University education is largely free. Parents receive generous support when raising children, and public services are designed to reduce the financial burdens that many families face elsewhere. The goal isn't simply to create wealth, but to reduce the fear of losing it. This sense of security changes how people live. Many workers leave the office on time to have dinner with their families. Overtime is not a badge of honor, and success is rarely measured by how busy someone appears. Time is treated as one of life's most valuable resources. That doesn't mean Denmark is perfect. Living costs are high, homes are expensive, and the long, dark winters can be emotionally challenging. Many people still experience stress, loneliness, and the pressures of modern life. But the Danish approach is different. Rather than expecting individuals to solve every problem alone, society shares part of the responsibility. It's a philosophy built on the belief that when everyone contributes, everyone gains greater stability. Perhaps that's why Denmark consistently ranks among the happiest countries in the world. Not because life is easier, but because fewer people have to face life's hardest moments by themselves. If there's one word that captures the soul of Denmark, it's Hygge. There is no perfect English translation for it. It's often described as coziness, but Hygge is much more than soft blankets and candlelight. It's a way of creating comfort, connection, and peace in everyday life. On a cold winter evening, a family gathers around the dinner table with no phones in sight. Friends meet in a small cafe, talking for hours over coffee. A couple lights a few candles, not for a special occasion, but simply because it makes an ordinary night feel warmer. To many Danes, these moments are not luxuries, they are essential. Perhaps that's because Denmark spends nearly half the year with short days and limited sunlight. Instead of fighting the darkness, people have learned to make their homes places they genuinely look forward to returning to. That same philosophy extends beyond the front door. Cities are designed for people before cars. Parks, public squares, and waterfronts encourage neighbors to meet naturally. Children often walk or cycle to school on their own from a young age, reflecting the high level of trust within society. Equality is another quiet part of daily life. Titles and status matter less than mutual respect. It's common to see executives riding bicycles to work, just like teachers, students, or office workers. Wealth exists, but it is rarely displayed as a symbol of success. In Denmark, happiness isn't built on extraordinary moments. It's built on thousands of ordinary ones, repeated every single day. And perhaps that's the lesson the rest of the world often overlooks. If you've discovered something new about Denmark today, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Hidden Worlds. Every country has a story beyond its famous landmarks, because in the final chapter, we'll leave Copenhagen behind and explore the hidden side of Denmark. Remote islands, centuries-old traditions, and places that even many visitors never experience. For most visitors, Denmark begins and ends in Copenhagen. The colorful houses of Nyhavn, the Little Mermaid, and busy cycling streets have become the country's global image. But beyond the capital lies a very different Denmark, one that's quieter, slower, and deeply connected to its past. Across the country are hundreds of islands, many home to only a few thousand residents. Ferries are part of everyday life, linking small communities where people still know their neighbors by name, and traditions are passed from one generation to the next. On the island of Bornholm, closer to Sweden than Copenhagen, life follows its own rhythm. Fishing harbors, smokehouses, medieval churches, and rugged coastlines reveal a Denmark that feels far removed from modern city life. It's a place where local craftsmanship and simple living remain a source of pride. Further west, the windswept beaches along the North Sea tell another story. Here, the sea is both beautiful and unpredictable. For centuries, coastal communities have lived with powerful storms, adapting their homes and lifestyles to nature rather than trying to control it. Even Danish food reflects this connection to the land and sea. Fresh seafood, rye bread, aged cheeses, and seasonal ingredients remain at the heart of everyday meals. While the world often celebrates Denmark's award-winning restaurants, many locals believe the best meals are still the ones shared at home with family and friends. Perhaps that's the hidden side of Denmark. It's not just a country of famous rankings or beautiful cities. It's a place where happiness is quietly woven into ordinary routines, close-knit communities, and a deep respect for nature and one another. And maybe that's why Denmark doesn't need to convince the world it's happy. It simply lives that way. After traveling across Denmark, one thing becomes clear. This country isn't perfect. Its winters are long and dark. Living costs are high. Taxes remain among the highest in the world. And like every modern society, Denmark faces challenges that continue to evolve. Yet what makes Denmark remarkable isn't the absence of problems, it's the way people choose to face them together. Over centuries, the Danes have built a society where trust matters more than status, balance is valued more than endless ambition, and success is measured not only by what you earn, but by the quality of the life you create. Perhaps that's why visitors often leave Denmark remembering something they can't quite explain. Not a famous building, not a spectacular landscape, but a quiet feeling that life doesn't always have to move so fast. In a world that constantly tells us to do more, buy more, and become more, Denmark offers a different idea. Sometimes, having enough is what allows people to become truly happy. Maybe that's the hidden world of Denmark. Not a hidden place on the map, but a hidden way of living that many of us have forgotten. Thank you for joining us on this journey through hidden Europe. If you enjoyed discovering the Denmark beyond the guidebooks, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hidden Worlds, and tell us in the comments, which hidden country should we explore next? Until next time, keep exploring the worlds that most people never see.